we are working on our area model. The very first step that we are going to do is we break the numbers into expanded form. Our problem is 43 multiplied by 46. So we break them into expanded form. We're going to take our multiplicand and we're going to break it into expanded form, which looks like what? The tens and the ones. We have 40 plus 3. And then we're going to take our multiplier, break it into expanded form, and we have the tens place, which is 40 plus 6. So that is the very first step. The next thing we are going to do is place the multiplicand on top of the box. So when we're doing the area model, we always model it with the box, because it's almost like we're finding the area, hello, 3rd and 4th grade stuff, of our box. So we place our multiplicand on the top. We always place it on the top so that universally as a 5th grade, we're all doing the same thing. So it's not I'm doing one thing, you're doing another thing. It's we're all doing the same thing, so it's easier for moi and your teachers to check your stuff. So we place it on the top, but first, before we do this, we have to figure out how many boxes is our big box gonna have. I can't just like split it into how many pieces I want, like 100 or 26. No. We think about what our problem, our original problem is giving us. So how many digits, keyword, is in the multiplicand? There are 2. How many digits are in the multiplier? There are 2. Therefore, we go, what is 2 times 2? It is 4. We take 2 times 2, which is 4. That means in my big box, there are going to be 4 smaller boxes. I place the multiplicand on top of the box. There's a preposition, on top of the box. I take my expanded form. I'm going to write 40 plus 3. Then down the side, I'm going to place the, what do you think I'm going to place down the side? I'm going to place the expanded version of the multiplier. So step number 2 says place the multiplicand on the top of the box and the multiplier down the side, okay? And the side is going to always be the left side, so we're clear. So we're going to place the multiplier down the side. Well, that is 40 plus 6. So now we have our box. We place the multiplicand on the top and we place our multiplier down the side. The next thing we're going to do, and we figured out how many boxes there were inside because we took the digits, keyword, of the multiplicand and we multiplied it by the digits, keyword, of the multiplier. 2 times 2 equals 4. That means we're going to have 4 small boxes. Now, we are going to do step 3. So first, we broke the numbers into expanded form, place multiplicand, place multiplier. Step 3 is we are going to write the problems inside the box and solve, okay? And what I mean by that is I reference this game a lot. It's called Battleship, where you find this F, 6, and you find F, and you find 6, and then wherever they meet, that's where you put the little pin thing. You do the same thing here. What kind of problems are we writing inside? They're really cute and they're really little, so I always call them the little baby problems because we can't do this without it. So this is a non-negotiable, which means when you are doing the area model, you have to show the baby problems. That's the step right here. Write the problems inside. You have to show the baby problems because I don't want you to make a mistake, and this is how we avoid it. So we're going to write the baby problems. What are we going to put in here? We have to look. What part of the multiplicand is in this box? And what part of the multiplier is in this box? And then we write that multiplication problem, okay? So just for time's sake, I'm going to put my multiplication sign in the box. And then I'm going to go, well, what two pieces meet here? 40 times 40. So I'm going to write 40 multiplied by 40. So now that we have our multiplication problems, our baby multiplication problems, what do you think we probably do? We're going to solve them, right? Remember, this should be a review because you learned it last year. You are going to get rid of the zeros, so cover up the zeros. What is 4 times 4? It is 16. So then what's 40 times 40? I wonder. So let's start here. We have 4 times 4, which is 16, but we dropped off the zeros. Well, we need to make sure we put them back. We don't add them because 16 plus 0 is going to be 16. So we have to make sure we put the zeros. And we're going to make sure we put 2 of them. Then we come over here and we go, oh, it's 2 digit and 1 digit. It's too hard. Take the 0 away. What's 4 times 3? It is 12, but we have to put our 0 because we really multiplied by 40. Down here we have 40 times 6. Well, what's 4 times 6? 24, but we have to make sure we put our 0, so it's really 240. Then we have 6 times 3, which is 18, and there's no 0 to put there. Step number 4 is add, which happens to be the hardest part of multiplication, outside of you not knowing your multiplication facts. So the hardest part is adding, because we love to make silly mistakes, and we're not doing our extra math, which isn't helping us at all. So the hardest part is adding, and we are going to add the products to get the big products, okay? To get our big product. To get our final, we're going to call it our final product. So yes, these are products and that's part of multiplication, but we have to now add these up. So what we do is we pull them out of the box. We pull out our products. So we have 1,600. And then we're going to do what? We're going to line them up because we have to make sure we're adding the correct place value. What? There's place value usage again? Yeah. So we line them up. We go 240. My ones are in order. We go 120, my ones, tens, hundreds are all in the same right place, and we have 18, and we're going to add them up. Well, when we add, do we start with the big value or the small value? We start with the small value. So we have 8 plus 0 equals 8. Then we go 2 plus 4 is, and you should be saying this out loud, not letting me do all the work because I already know my math. We go 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Then we go 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Then we go 1 plus nothing is 1. So my answer is 1,979. So my answer is 1,978. Okay? So that is my answer, my product for 43 multiplied by 46 equals this right here. All right? Now, what happens if we have like a 2-digit times a 3-digit? Would it change what our box looks like? It would, because how did we figure out how many boxes our little box would have? We took the digits of our multiplicand and our digits of our multiplier, and we multiplied them, and 2 times 2 is 4. But what if I had a 3-digit number times a 2-digit number? It would be 5? No. 3 times 2 is 6. So we're going to do a box that's going to have 6. I'm going to have a 3-digit by a 3-digit. I know a non-negotiable is my baby problems, so I'm going to make sure I put my multiplication symbols in here first. So our problem is going to be 846 multiplied by 53. The first thing we do, step 1, is we break our numbers into expanded form. Well, if we're going to expand 846, we're going to pull out the hundreds place, which is worth how much? 800. We're going to pull out the tens place, which is 40. And we're going to pull out the ones place, which is 6. Then we're going to break our multiplier into expanded form. We're going to pull out the tens place, which is 50. And we're going to pull out the ones place, which is 3. Step number 2 says, oh, we already did that. Place the multiplicand on the top of the box and our multiplier down the side. Step number 3 says, write the baby problems on the inside of the box and then solve it. So our baby problems, remember, we treat it just like Battleship. And now we're going to solve them. Well, oh, that's a 3-digit number times a 2-digit number. No, thank you. Powers of 10, powers of 10. Just pull out the powers of 10. So pull out the 100 and pull out the 10 and multiply 8 times 5, which is how much? 8 times 5 is 40. Now, don't get tricked when a number ends in a 0, and don't think you have to continue to put the other zeros back. So it was 40, and we have to put how many zeros behind it? And you should be underlining your zeros. We have to put 3 zeros behind it. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So we solved all of our baby problems. We are good to go. I'm done. I finished this problem. No, I have parts of this problem finished. I didn't finish this problem. So the last step is I need to do what? I need to pull out those values, that I need to line them up, and I need to do the hardest part, which is adding. So we pull out all of our values. We have 40,000. We have 2,400. We have 2,000, we have 300, we have 120, and we have 18. So we line them all up. They're lined up by what kind of value that we've been talking about for forever? Place value. And we go 0 plus 8 is 8. Then we come to our tens place and we have 2 plus 1 is 3. Remember, you're saying this out loud because I already know how to do math. Then we come to our hundreds place and we go 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. See how I'm trying to add like things so that I know 4 plus 4 equals 8 because adding, hello. And then I go 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus nothing is 4. So my answer is 44,838. That is my product, my big final product.